Take that. Ooh. Yo, what's good, guys? We're here. What? I don't know what just happened. Bruh. Welcome back to Alan Week. Let's get it.
Buggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Don't this look like the old cabin?
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Okay. Didn't I punch you in the nose?
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get
Thank
this
God.
thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Okay. Y'all need to polish this place more. Polish.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot.
Man.
So I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it.
Yo. What if this is actually true? Then I don't know. Like, it's so psychological, like amnesia, dark descent, like I'm using it as an example. You see things that aren't there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane?
what? I don't know. This is confusing.
Supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Why is there just a random horn here?
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination.
This is
Not
bad.
surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
Excuse me?
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful.
Yo, is this dude okay?
Damn wonderful,
Hey,
yeah.
is this man okay? What?
Emerson,
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared.
What?
But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash.
Not
of
trash.
course, but it does involve
Get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No
Whatever.
kidding.
No. What is with these people? This ain't an asylum.
This way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room.
This is more like a lodge.
You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia.
Oh,
They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm
why?
afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Why is this? Why
Oh,
is?
that won't do. I'm so sorry
man.
to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world
Yo, this
when
man's
it's
neck.
like this? It
Oh,
takes
man.
crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Excuse me?
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up.
Yeah, okay.
Storm's bound to make you know who
What is this?
You know how they get.
Gotcha. Doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh?
Something's wrong.
Typewriter's in your room.
I'm not myself. It's hard to think. There's a shadow.
Wait,
inside.
what? I wanted to see. Oh, man.
The white glare of the blank
didn't
page in
realize.
front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Birch, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool,
Andersons
okay?
are crazy.
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
Here's a friendly poke from me.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now.
There's no more manuscripts. Wait. I don't know.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons,
backstage is
she had
all
it coming.
yours,
I had to
Tom.
get to Hartman's
Seize your
office. He had taken
destiny.
all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
Okay.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled, adult, diapered ass since you're so tired.
Man. It's stuck in my
Markers on
throat.
the tape said they were
Now, Mrs.
recordings
Wake.
Hartman had made of
Damn.
sessions with his
About Alan's
patients.
problems.
I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe.
Parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent. He's...
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her.
Yeah.
It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder. Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Huh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That picture. Y'all know what that is, right?
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how you want to play it?
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, man.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Man, I'm gonna punch him.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this.
Don't let him grab the gun.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
What? I'm so sorry, buddy. Man. I just sacrificed your body. My bad. Now I'm getting chased.
The dark presence would be gone in a moment. I had to find a way out.
I don't know where to go. Okay, I don't know where to go. God, open it. Open it. Are you serious? I don't have a light.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Come on. Yeah. Come on, come on. Fly him up, fly him up. We're gonna break the light.
I knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between. Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him.
Man.
The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Is he gonna break the door or what? Okay. Yeah, we just wait till you pick it back up. Come down here a little bit. Yup. Then I run.
I'm here!
I have a feeling that Barry's gonna die. Some sort of way.
Car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al. Oh God! Look at the house, Al.
Oh.
Look out!
Come on, gang. Can't necessarily go that way. I have to go through the hedge. This is dumb. Nah, they're about to jump out. Already took a wrong turn. That's bad luck. I hear him. Oh! Dead end. Really? Oh, really? Dealt with. I was expecting to just slide by you. Manuscript. Need that. I'm not doing this, buddy. Dead end. Oh boy. Woo. Ooh. No, no. No. Come on. Oh, thank God. Don't trust email.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm.
Really? Run for it, run for it. Don't even pick up that coffee thermos. Just run. Alright, let's take a break.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
I'll still have my headphones on so I can hear.
I was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. the world exploded. Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver. Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Ow! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Please open it.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hurry up, Barry. I'm on it.
You know what? I can tell everybody here. Really? There's another one. Boy. Reload, reload. Alright, anytime. Anytime. Ooh.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Tanning? You can ask for something better? Bruh.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it. Look out!
Making sense. Bro. It didn't crash that bad. Oh, never mind. I had to say something, didn't I?
Talk to me.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
And my light.
Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay. Jeez, it's good to hear your voice. I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop. Don't worry, you're cut out his spine.
Forget that. Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Yeah, he's for sure gonna die in some sort of way, dude. I already know. If not, I'll be surprised. Because they always be pulling. They always be pulling that in horror games. Okay, buddy. Pick it up and throw it and see what happens. Ooh, ow. Let's just get up there real quick. Come on, throw your barrel and get it over with. Ow. Let me get my thermos real quick, please. Throw it, throw it. I need that light. I need it. I need it. The light should heal me too. Alright, calm down. Gotta make sure I'm not out of frame.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Oh, boy. Y'all want to try to come over here? Try it. Try it. Yeah. No. You're a liar and a fraud. I'm out. Y'all can't pick up big stuff like this. That defines a lot of ghosts. Whoa. We have to go. I'm in bad health. I need to get to some light, dude.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Oh, it's a light. I bet there's a generator. And a manuscript. Pick it up. And look at that, I was right. There we go. Okay.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Come on. Just run. Y'all can throw whatever.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Oh yeah, I need that.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
I don't think it's Barry, to be honest, but it might be. But I don't think it is. You need to move.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Yeah, someone always happens to leave a gun behind. The Taken are filled with darkness. I think I seen that.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Oh my god, Alan, you need to work on your running. Like, come on, bro. You should be able to run a little bit longer. Especially if these things are chasing you. Y'all should be able to get caught in a bear trap, right? Or not. Y'all ain't gonna punk me, bro. I'm not doing this. Baby, come through. You did it. Alright, I did it. Where?
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here?
That's Barry.
Barry!
Oh, it's not.
Annie, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
Damn. Damn, one hit easily. Oh. Was it good, brother?
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin.
about my buddy?
All right, buddy.
Danny?
Oh, I was gonna shoot him.
I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him.
I was gonna shoot him. I'm sorry, yo. I did not mean to do that. Oh.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape.
His voice. My voice.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
I didn't mean to charge the battery, goddamn.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Oh boy. Just get out. I'm doing this.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Damn, that's a big one.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Nah. Oh.
God damn.
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson.
Shut up and shoot!
Ow! We have to fight them all! I can set up...
It's gonna be copyright. I'm deeply sorry. I'll just fast forward this part.
Fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped! Al, hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
I'll take that shotgun actually.
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm! See, bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
I'm Alan Wake.
Oh,
I'm always right about everything. And if
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this fight,
Damn.
didn't they?
For real.
Sleep. We all spend
Oh, Night Springs, man! Brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line.
This is like a show that shows other writers' stories in like a movie form. That's what it is. And I never knew that. Well, obviously. Maybe not. Maybe I was just stupid. I don't know. Who knows? Hey, trust and believe it, I'm never picking up a rifle in this game ever again. So, yeah. I'm not watching the show. There was one episode where it was interesting, but that's it.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Good going, Al!
1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Bro, I'm so mad that one of the videos I did, Henry Stickman Collection Part 6, has 1.6k views over that jump scare had me flying back Outlast video, my first Outlast video of Outlast, and that has 1.2k. That was above that video, but that video got more views again. That's like so, I put very low effort into those Henry Stickman videos, and those got more views than likes. Like, that's... I don't know. I don't know why YouTube does this to me. Every time, too. It's really annoying. Oh, you need to move, buddy. Really? Guys, move. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to fight. Damn, buddy. Whoa. Come on. It's good.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, Release a new single?
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff. Be careful, Al!
More ammo. Something's gonna jump out. Right on time, buddy. Said something would jump out.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
And something really did jump out. Sometimes I get that feeling in horror games, dude. Like, I think I already played enough at this point that I already know, like, kind of what's gonna happen, sort of.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just,
Right.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year?
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
That's gonna start moving, I swear to God. No.
Got to be kidding me.
Oh no. No, I called it. It started moving. Oh my God, get away from me. Oh my God. Come on, come on. Let's go. At least they walk slow, at least. But they're kind of like run walking, you know what I mean? Let me just reload my shotgun. Really? You almost got me too. Somebody sent me a message. Why am I verifying y'all? Hold up.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, let's go, man.
Hold up. Why is there 3 people? I don't know.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy.
I'm trying to.
Ah! Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there.
Well,
this
they.
farm is a crazy place for crazy
All right,
people.
please stop.
We
They
should
really.
feel right at home then.
They really worked on that liking stuff though, for real, for real. Look at this. I mean, I don't agree with the shields, bro. That's an owl. Push
Come on,
against
one
it.
more gate. Let's do this thing.
All right.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box. You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Old gods know the truth.
I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome.
Yeah, they are, to be honest.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
It's not bad.
Okay.
Wait, that
We
sounds
need to
like.
find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry. This is... Yeah, what the hell?
Yo, come on.
I'm sorry about this. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose.
Moonshine.
I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
I love this game, not gonna lie. This is like the best. What, is he gonna become alive? This is a dream. Wait.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remember
water.
thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
What? Yo, this is...
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
Up here, right?
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. I'll write. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
Couldn't you just rip the pages and it'll make everything normal?
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
I need crap.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Nah, we're doing that again.
Alan Wake.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I might do like 2 more episodes.
Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth.
What?
Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Oh, Al. Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Nah, don't do it. Do it over here.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
even interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler.
He deserves to lose his job. He's lucky that he's FBI and above of the sheriff. He's lucky.
It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist.
What was that?
Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa!
Really?
Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know this.
I wrote it in the thing. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Manuscript, where?
We're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on. Here are your things. Wake, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light. Only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper.
Dude, thank God she actually like gets to the case. I tell you, if this is some dumb horror game, she would lock me up still. I tell you.
Come on. Let's get back to your friend.
I seriously tell you, bro. That's what would happen.
Wheeler, I need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in 2 places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list, Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one, Al?
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Bruh.
Sheriff, your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
Ah, damn! That's smarts.
Good job, Wake. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
I'm gonna get me some goodies. Really? Oh my god, guys. This is so immature of y'all. Oh my god. You can't throw that at me, dude. I'm behind something.
Look out! The fuse box here, but you should be able to jury rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Damn. Presidential.
The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry. Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel. Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the deja vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night. The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again, but meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer.
Take that. Ooh. Whoa there, Piccolo. You stay in there, boy. Man,
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
really scared me, I tell you that. I wasn't expecting that.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh god! Oh god!
Barry! Look out! Barry, move!
Oh, he actually...
Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Keep the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed.
You don't understand the half of it.
Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
I hope you're right. Come on, let me get this door open.
Wait, you got the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around.
Could just say sheriff needs to get around, but okay. It makes it sound weird.
You're
I
really
don't know.
taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing. I don't see Barry.
Look, Wake, maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long.
It's just a
the night before
church.
Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition. We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
Come on, dude. I'm in a church. Burial ground. He didn't save me. Really? You're above. Right.
You like that
Oh.
one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
Vampires.
Not that kind of light, though.
Helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
The
Talking
Bright
about-
Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor. I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
Bastard.
When someone throws a damn school bus at your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license or cleared for departure to Night Springs. No offense, Sheriff.
Oh, buddy. You're insane, buddy. Come on. Fight through it. Just use it. How? I'm running, dude. I'm not doing it.
Don't take too long. I want to get out of here.
Right there. Let me get some of that goods.
I'm never gonna get used to this.
Fire department. For a minute, I thought that was a military helicopter. I was like, what? Wait, are you gonna get on or what, buddy?
You will never get her back.
We're not ready to take off yet.
Well, get ready. I'll hold them off.
That hurt my ear.
You better put an end to this.
Just get me to Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
Man.
I hope you know how to deal with this, Wake. I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
Ooh. I heard his ball was back for sure. I don't have my big light anymore? Yo. Go. Y'all are crazy, man. Get away from me. Really? Man, that light back there makes my camera look... I don't know. Makes it look colorful, I don't know, dude. I mean, obviously it's the best, I don't know. I can't describe it anyway better.
And here's a new song from a band that they always remind
Oh,
me
no,
of our local rock legends, the old
Dude, really? Use it. Come on.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it.
Man.
The power plant glowed at night. It was close, but I had to find a way across. Thea Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness. For it to be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake. Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end. She was a prisoner, trapped in the dark place. The terror would have burned her mind out, but one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her. The story I had written in the cabin had come true. Touched by the Dark Presence, I had written a horror story, but the end was still missing. The story was incomplete, and the last unfinished page of the manuscript still sat in the typewriter in the cabin study. If I could get back there, if I could read the page, then I could write my own ending to this story and save Alice.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying.
Making her way through the water pipe alone, Cynthia was angry at the writer. Foolish young man, taking unnecessary risks. And the way he broke the rules. Didn't he understand what was at stake? Since the terrible days in the 70s, she hadn't wavered once, as hard as it had been. She was tired of protecting the town all these long years, and now only wanted to rest.
That's what I'm saying though, like, can I just go back and save? You know what I mean? Like can I rewrite it, rip the pages, like break it, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been thinking ever since all of this happened. And I just don't know why I could just, like, I don't know why I'm not going back there. Like, I'm just wondering. Buddy. That was unnecessary. Just so you know. Anyways. Pick up some goodies. Bruh. I don't care if y'all attack. I'm in light. Annoying suckers.
I recognized the logo on the power plant sign. I'd seen a version of it painted all over the area,
Safe haven.
signifying hidden caches of supplies.
Hold it right there!
Miss Weaver, Cynthia, I'm a friend.
Prove it!
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song. You can help me.
About time. Young man, I've been waiting a very long time for you. It's in the well-lit room.
Excuse me?
What you need to drive the darkness back. The well-lit room is at the dam. I built the room to keep it safe.
Where's the thermos? Oh.
Will it help me find Alice? Will it get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
Oh, we won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking the rules, young man, and where has that gotten us, No, I have a secret route, a lit route, an old water pipe. Something was damaged at the transformer yard. It's draining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Let me guess. You want me to do it?
Young man,
Obviously.
you're the one who likes to break the rules. I can't be outside in the dark. Kill switch is outside.
Well, to be fair, she is old, so.
I have been preparing for these times. The dark tides. You have found my caches, haven't you? You can see the signs. Very few people can. Yes, please. Take what you need. This is all for you, for the likes of us. We do Tom's work, don't we?
Okay, buddy.
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, the pipe's empty now. We're ready to go. This way. We need to go. I knew them both, Tom, and Barbara. I had such a crush on him. Such a beautiful man. I was
Change the bulbs.
jealous. There was a part of me that was maybe a little glad when she had the accident. And then Tom started writing and woke the darkness up. He tried to bring
The
back
darkness.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I seen
There
that.
are no free rides like that.
I'm starting to realize that.
In that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was. The witch looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand until it was too late. He tried to undo it, wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. Oh, he was so famous. And afterward, no one knew. Oh, Tom. He left only one thing behind in my care, in case it happened again. Insurance. He trusted me. Or perhaps used me a little. Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him.
I curse you, Tom and Zane.
Put it there. It's been waiting for you. We are characters trapped in a story you have written, and none of us will survive to see the end of it if the darkness isn't stopped. She'll twist the story to her own dark ends.
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, you know, in television, from beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He saved us both with light, but the darkness stays with you. Leaves a stain. This pipe will take us directly to the well-lit room.
Okay, I need to call my friends, tell them where we're going.
Hello? Al!
Barry, we're headed to the dam in one of the pipes. Meet us there.
Okay, I'll tell Sarah.
It's Sarah now?
Whoa! No! For the sweet love of...
Barry! Barry! We gotta go see if they're okay.
They're probably dead. You must reach the well-lit room. This is no time to be a selfish idiot.
That's my best friend!
Oh my god.
Well, be a fool. I'll use the pipe. I'll meet you at the dam if you make it.
Bro. Don't tell me that, please.
At least I didn't have to worry about her. She knew how to stay safe. Sarah was almost starting to relax. Maybe they could turn this into a win yet. Suddenly, there was a piercing sound, like a table saw gone wild, as 100 birds made out of shadows swarmed into the rotor. The chopper bucked wildly and the board lit up, telling her what she already knew. They were going down. Barry Wheeler screamed next to her.
They're coming! We have to
Really?
hold them off! Right there!
Where?
Oh no! Oh no!
What? I'm looking where? Oh. Well, if that's the case. Where'd it go?
I swear this is the slowest elevator in the world!
Yeah.
Almost here, Wade. Just hold on. I think I lost them. We're almost there. There's an entrance into the dam at the top. What's the plan, Wake?
Well, Weaver's crazy, but she's got something Zane left behind. Something to fix this.
Gee, could you be a little more vague?
Thomas, Zane, Siri. Might as well be Paul Bunyan or Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, he was real.
Wow, that was quick.
I hate this. Okay, wait. There's a button over there that opens the door. I think something's broken. Hold the button down so we can get in. We can get to the dam through here. What's happening out there?
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Okay, wait. Good luck. Don't get yourself killed.
Ow! Please, be careful.
I'll take good care of Barry, Wake. You just look after yourself.
Thank you, bro.
You made it. Well done. I'm glad I was wrong. But it was a foolish chance to take. Don't worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit room for many, many years now. There is no shadow in the well-lit room. The power is fail-safe, and all the bulbs are numbered and changed
She doesn't cover her eyes.
regularly based on
What?
the make and model.
Right.
Wait. Why are none of them on? Okay. I was a bit confused.
There's an old army base at Raincoat Point, north of here. It was active during the Second World War. They operated here back then. They must have built this.
Yes, they did. Take it, and I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late, and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this. Previously on Alan Wake. I had a hangover. My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking. Thomas Zane knew he had to remove all that had made this horror possible, including himself. That was the only way to banish the dark presence he had unleashed and now looked at him through the eyes of his dead love. But he also knew that despite his best efforts, it might someday return. So even as he wrote himself and his work out of existence, he added a loophole as insurance, an exception to the rule. Anything that was stored in a
I'm ending
shoebox
it
would
here.
remain.
I'm sorry towards the end that I started to, like, you know, cut around the video more. When I edit very long videos, like this one, this video was 6 hours long. 6. You heard me. 6 hours long. Over like me, you know, cutting swear words out, me raging and swearing because, well, yeah, I do swear, but I try to keep my content kid friendly. I only allow certain words like damn, god damn it, ass. That's pretty much it, really. Bastard, that's one of them. I don't really say vulgar words. I try not to, at least. But I said some in this case because there's some moments that this game pissed me off, so I couldn't include those. There's a lot of failing and dying that I didn't show because that's just too much for me to keep in, you know, like, to overhear what I'm trying to say and stuff. But yeah, it was 6 hours long. 6 hours and 26 minutes to be exact. But yeah, that, you know, in my videos when I start cutting around, like, how do I explain this? Like, if I just start cutting to the dialogue and stuff, and instead of including the actual gameplay, that's because it's usually a really, really long video. So, just so you know for the future. But, I think this video is alright, though. But, usually the videos I edit are at least an hour or two long. I can do those, but the ones that are even longer, it takes more days to edit them. You feel me? It takes more days, hours, takes longer. If I want to add memes or whatever, that takes longer. My thought process is longer on it. And not only that, I want to get these videos out fast because I feel like if I don't upload consistently, YouTube will not recommend my content to new viewers. That's just how I feel. It's like every time I take a break off of YouTube, which, you know, I'd like to do sometimes. It's like when I do that, let's say a 3-week break, for example, which I've done in the past. I come back, upload some videos for like 2 weeks. They don't get the views they usually get. You feel what I'm saying? Until I upload consistently again. So, I just hate how they do that. It sucks. So, like, now it makes me worry that no one's gonna see the freaking videos that I uploaded, like, those weeks before, you feel me? Like, it freaking sucks, man. I wish they could change that. I wish they could change things around YouTube, man. That sucks, but, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just ranting, but, if y'all enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, click the bell icon. All my links are in the description, and I'll see y'all next time.